So, we have another problem sets for shafting. So, yung source ng book na to is Machine Design Elements. Okay? Or Fundamentals of Machine Design, a reviewer text. Okay? So, some of the problems, I think, it is featured on board exam. Maybe, sometimes. Some of the parts are commonly lumalabas din sa board exam. Okay? So, let us answer the following. Number 11. So, a 15 feet shaft is running at 280 RPM. I think yung 15 dito is the length. Okay? So, what power does this shaft could safely deliver? So, wala kang torque. Only given dyan is the length of the shaft. Okay? How will you solve for the value? Okay? Pag 15 feet, meron bang 15 feet na diameter ng shaft? Wala. Diba? Siyempre, gagamitan mo ng common sense yan. I think this is L. Okay? And then this is N. Ang hinahanap mo is F. So, pwede mong gamitin itong distance between bearings. Sabi dyan, for shaft subject to no load or bending action except its own weight, you can get this formula in order for it to determine yung diameter niya. And yung diameter na yun, pwede mong ipasok dito sa formula na ito. Okay? Or, kapag nakuha mo na yung torque, pwede mo nang kunin dito yung torque. Ano yan? Tn divide by factor. So, let us see if we can do it. So, for this problem number 11, kunin ko muna si diameter. Pero I want to see you do this in algebra. Hindi pwedeng ship solve. Okay? Dali-dali lang naman yan eh. So, what will become of that? So, number 11. Okay? Makapal masyado. Okay na yan. So, L is equal to yung no bending action, that is 8.95. Tapos, cube root of DO squared. Pwede ko namang gawing DO raised to 2/3. Diba? Para makuha ko yung D, diameter. I want to determine the diameter. That's why, pwede ko namang i-divide na lang ito ng 8.95. Both sides. So, divide ko muna ng 8.95. Okay? This will become D raised to 2/3 equal to L divided by 8.95. Yung L ba dyan should be in feet. Okay? I think this is feet, yung length. Okay? Hindi mo na kailangan i-multiply pa ng 12 para makuha mo yung this is in feet. Okay? Hanapin na natin si diameter. Diameter is in inch. So, to find the diameter, all you need to do is cube root nyo ba? Okay? Ako kasi commonly, mahina ako sa matin na ako nag-aaral. Yung ginagawa ko, ibababa ko si 2/3, tapos gagawin ko natural logarithm yung DO. Equal to ln nung L divided by 8.95. Hindi ako galingan sa math eh. Parehas tayo, hindi tayo magaling sa math. So what you'll do is, divide ko both sides by 2/3. Okay? So this will become ln DO equal to ln tapos yung L divide by 8.95. Tapos, multiply ko ng 3/2. Okay? Yung iba dyan, pwedeng gawin mo para makancel yung ln, iakyat mo ulit dito si 3/2. Okay? So, this will become DO equal to L divided by 8.95 raised to 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. Tama ba yung assumption ko? Tama ba? So, that is 1.5. So, I have another formula for DO para makuha ko si DO. Okay? So, close ko muna yan. Okay? para makuha ko agad yung AC. Okay. This will become this one. Okay. Labas na natin yung calculator natin. Ayan. So, nasaan na yung aking note? Not that one. Labas natin to. Okay. Nasa OneNote pala siya. Ayan. Sorry for the delay. Okay. I have another formula para makuha natin si DO or D. So, I can now get D. Therefore, yung DO ko is equal to, yung L is, as is, 15 divided by 8.95 raised to 1.5. So, DO is equal to, dapat naka-inch yan. So, this will become 8 or 15, 18 tuloy lumabas, 15 divided by 8.95 raised to 1.5. So that is 2.1697 inch. Okay, you can store this with A. Okay, meron ka ng DO. Sir, meron na akong DO. Pwede ko nang makuha si dito, pwede mong gawin si N, meron kang N, and then direkta ka na kay HP. You have another formula there. Diba? D is equal to, tignan mo, that is 4.6. 4.6 fourth root ng HP divide by N. Okay? I want to solve for HP. Okay. Settle down. Madali lang. Algebra lang. I-derive ulit natin. So, divide ko both sides by 4.6. This will become D divided by 4.6 equal to HP divided by N raised to 1 over 4. Naging ano siya, exponential. Okay, naging power yung radical mo. So, what will you do is, again, ln ko na lang to. Ln ng D divided by 4.6 equal to 1 over 4 ln ng HP divided by N. And then cross multiply ko ulit. Okay? So this will become 4 ln ng D divided by 4.6 equal to ln ng HP divided by N. Okay, para matanggal natin yung ln, ilipat ko si 4 dito. Gawin kong power ulit si 4. Okay lang? So, this will become D divided by 4.6 raised to the 4th power equal to HP divided by N. Therefore, meron na naman ako na-derive na other formula. I want to know the power, direkta kay HP. This will become N multiply to D over 4.6 raised to the 4th power. Okay, another formula is derive. Okay, so gamitin ko na yung formulang yan. Okay, tayo. So, HP, ang hinahanap is equal to N. Ano yung N natin? Binigay dyan, naka-RPM. Tandaan nyo, pag parating empirical yung formula, ang units mo ay English. Okay? Madalang yung formula na empirical, gagamitin mo is metric. Okay? Lagi siyang naka-English units. So, this is N. N mo is 280 RPM. 280. Multiply to D. What is D? Naka-inch dapat yan. Okay, naka-store kay A, 2.1697 divide by 4.6 raised to 4th power. Tama kayo yung sagot natin. Okay, that is 13.86 HP. Okay, 15. Sa kaya tayo nagkamali dito. Okay. So, calculate. 280. Tignan na natin yung answer. 2.1697 divided by 4.6 raised to the 4th power 13.86. Hindi pala mali, tinitignan ko lang. 13.8587 HP. That is the power. So, tama ba yung sagot? Ay, tama oh. Check si number 1. Medyo mahaba lang yung number 1. Ay iba sinasabi nila look spam. You don't have to kasi kaya mo na ma-solve in a matter of minutes. Okay? So, next problem, number 12. So, number 12. A shaft has a length of 8 feet. Calculate the diameter of the shaft. Okay, basic. Or number 12. Meron kang length na binigay. Di ba yung diameter natin? Diameter. Meron ba sinabi dyan with bending motion o no bending action? Pag wala sinabi, you assume this is no bending action. So, L is equal to this one, no? 8.95 D raised to 2/3. But meron na tayong ginawang direktang formula. So, DO or D is equal to L divided by 8.95 raised to 1.5 or 3/2. So, this is equal to D is equal to L is I think 8 feet. 8 feet. Okay. 8 feet divided by 8.95 raised to 1.5. So, the answer is 8 divided by 8.95 raised to 1.5. 0.8451 inch. Let us check if that is correct. Okay, 2 points na agad tayo sa board exam. Okay? Next problem. Number 13. Okay? So, a 120 mm diameter shaft is subjected to a torque. Binigyan ka ng torque na 8 kN and bending moment. So, dalawa, torque and bending moment. You have T and M. Find the maximum bending stress developed. Sir, meron ba tayong mga formula dyan? Yes, there is. Okay? So, for combined loading na tinatawag. Okay? Combined loading, ibig sabihin, you have torque and moment at the same time. Okay? So, let us apply here. Yan. Okay. Sabi dyan that for ductile material, again, what is a ductile material? Yeah, a ductile material is anything that you can make into 18 wire. You can stretch it out. Okay? Flexible siya. So, according to the maximum shear stress theory, yung SS max mo is 16 TD, di ba? TD. Ang napalitan lang dun sa T, nagkaroon ka ng bending moment and torque. Okay? Yung T, pinalitan mo nung square root ng dalawa. Okay? So, parang resultant sila. Itong bending and what? Tingnan natin to. Gawa ka ng triangle. Okay? Yung torque mo is perpendicular. Okay? Perpendicular to the girth. Dun sa ano mo, sa item mo, that is torque. Okay? Yung moment mo, perpendicular din. Okay? Yung torque is, I think that is dun sa circular, okay, tangential. And then yung moment mo is within the length no moment arm. Di ba? Pag binend mo dito, ano yung iikot? Yung dito sa dulo. Okay? So, meron kang moment, meron kang torque. How will you know the resultant nito? Siyempre, Pythagorean theorem. Okay? Pythagorean theorem, nandito yan, no? Square root ng m squared plus t squared. Diba? Parang Pythagorean theorem. Yun lang yung pinalit mo dito sa torque. Kasi pag hindi siya hollow, that solid shaft, okay, for ductile material, diba, 16t over pi d cube. Now, what will happen kapag may bending ka na, may torque ka pa? So, square root na lang ng moment and torque ka papalit mo. Next, kakabisado pa rin naman natin yung 16t do over pi d cube, do to the fourth minus di to the fourth. Papalitan na natin yung torque na naman nun ng square root ng m squared plus t squared para madaling kabisaduhin. Okay? So, for a brittle material, ngayon, pag brittle yung material mo, ibig sabihin, ang maximum dyan is yung normal stress. Dun sa isa, shear, which is S. Kapag normal stress, T, or tangential stress. Okay? So, the tangential stress, kailangan meron kang M sa unahan, plus mo yung moment. Okay? Moment plus yung resultant. Diba? Ano yung tangential? Yung T. T. Okay, tandaan nyo yung T. Meron niyang M plus yung resultant. Yun na, nakaslan. Okay, ilan idadagdag mo? Pag brittle yung material. If not given to the problem, if the material is brittle, you assume it is maximum shear. Now, if it is said on the problem that it is a brittle material, you use yung may M sa unahan. Okay? Ayan o, sabi dyan, if the type of material is not given, you assume it to be a ductile material. Always like that. So, for problem number 13, the maximum bending stress develop. Ano tayo dito? May given siya na DO. D. Okay, solid shaft yan. Bakit? Isa lang yung binigay na diameter. If nagbigay ng thickness or inside diameter, you can say it is a hollow shaft. So, SS max tayo. For number 13. SS maximum. Maximum shear stress theory. 16 divided by pi d cube. Times square root ng moment squared plus t squared. Remember, the unit should be Newton millimeter nung loob. Okay? Newton millimeter. Now, SS max equal to 16 divided by pi. Ano yung d cube? D cube is 120 mm. 120 mm cube. Okay? Multiply 2. Yung binigay sa yung moment. The moment is 3 kilonewton and then torque is 8 kilonewton meter. Okay? 3 and 8. 3 kilonewton meter. Kailangan ko multiply ko ng 1,000 squared times 1,000 squared. Sir, bakit naging ganon? Kasi nga, kilonewton. O, times 1,000 mo para maging newton. Yung millimeter, naka-meter yan. Times unit ng 1,000. Conversion factor. But don't forget, naka-square pa yan sa labas. Plus, yung isa, 8 times 1,000 squared. Okay? Ang lalabas dyan, newton millimeter. Ang kailangan kong unit ay MPa. O di sakto, newton millimeter squared. Kasi makakancel yung isa dito, tapos matitira dalawa. Newton per millimeter squared is already MPa. So, cancel all same units, and then solve for the value. 16 divided by pi times 120, that is cube, times square root ng 3 times 1,000. Square the value. Tapos yung labas, naka-squared pa rin. Plus, okay, 8 times 1,000, naka-square siya. Tapos yung labas, naka-square pa rin. That is, okay? Sakto ba? 25.182 MPa. O sir, bakit naman iba yung nakuha niyang sagot? Okay? Nakuha daw niyang sagot, ayan. Yung bending, find the maximum bending stress develop. Oh. Wala namang ano dito, wala namang iba kang makukuha dyan. I don't know bakit yan na nakuha niyang sagot. Okay? Tingnan natin yung formula. Meron bang kaiba dyan na hindi nasasabi? Okay? Wala namang sinabi dyan. Okay? For brittle material. Okay? Siguro he assumed that is a brittle material. Okay? Brittle material siya. Tingnan natin if tama ba yung hinala natin. Nag-add siya dito sa unahan. Okay? Place natin yung moment. Ano ba yung moment dito? I think 3. Okay. 3 times 1,000 squared. So, this will become, okay, 3 times 1,000 squared. Kasi kilonewton millimeter, di ang laki. Plus to. Ayan, 34 nga. Okay? So, may sinabi bang brittle material dito? Wala naman. Maximum bending stress. Nakalagay tangential stress. Diba? Maximum tangential stress. Tsaka, ano yun? Ano yun? Yung ginawa? Okay. We assume nung una, this is for ductile. Yung pala, ang gusto nyo sabihin is T max. That is 16 over pi d cube, 120 mm cube, multiply to, okay, 3 times 1,000 squared plus square root nung 3 times 1,000 squared, tapos naka-squared, plus 8 times 1,000 squared, tapos naka-squared. The unit is Newton millimeter. So, ang lalabas dito is 34.02 MPa. Yun pala yung gusto nyo sabihin. Kaya, kahit hindi sinabi sa problem, if it is ductile or brittle, i-test mo yung dalawa. Okay? Makuha pa rin yung right answer. Okay? So, therefore, the material is brittle. Okay? So, next problem. 14. A machine shop is supported by bearings 1.5 meters apart. Ayan na yun. And is to transmit 200 kilowatts at 280 RPM. While subjected, ito yung keyword, a bending load. So, meron kang bending load dito. Okay? Subjected to bending action. Ayan o, may bending action na daw siya. Check. Of 600 kilograms at the center, if the shearing stress is 45 MPa, determine the shaft diameter. Oh, direktang formula tayo. Ala natin, mahaba. Maikli lang pala yan. So, we use L is equal to 520. 5.20. Okay? DO raised to the 2/3 power. Pero, empirical yan. So, dapat, anong gagawin natin? Dapat, i-English natin. Correct. So, for number 14, L is equal to 5.2, okay, 20, D raised to the 2/3 power. Ano yung L natin? Okay, derive ulit natin. L divided by 5.20 equal to D raised to 2 over 3. O, direkta na daw. D is equal to L divided by 5.20 raised to 1.5. Ganun din. Same lang. Sinortcut ko na. So, D is equal to, yung L natin is 1.5 meters times 3.28 feet every meter. Divide by 5.20 raised to 1.5. Okay. Answer the value. This is 1.5 times 3.28 divided by 5.20. Okay. Raised to 1.5. So, the answer is 0.9203 inch. Check nga natin kung tama yung sagot. Moment of truth. 93.327. While subject to a bending load of 600 kg at the center. Ano kayang binasihan niya dyan? Hindi pwede yung natin. Hindi pwede yung ating alam. Okay? Sir, meron pa akong isa dito na pwede kong gamitin. Yes, the shearing stress. Ano ba yung shearing dyan? Shear stress is equal to 16T over pi d cube. Okay, you have expended yung yung ating empirical formula. So, ibig sabihin, hindi ito yung tamang sagot. So, huwag natin i-box. Okay? Not the proper answer. Not this one. Wrong answer. So, hindi pala kahit indicated sa problem na with bending moment, diretso ka na kagad. So, meron kang process dyan. Kunin mo muna si torque kay power. Tn divided by factor. Okay, do this. Okay, Tn over factor. Yung isang formula is SS. 16T over pi d cube. Ang kailangan ko d cube. Okay? So, reform ko ito ng torque. Okay lang. That is power times factor divide by N. Ito naman, d cube kailangan ko. D cube is equal to 16T over pi SS. Okay, pasok ko na si torque dito. Okay? So, d cube is equal to 16 times power times factor. Divide by N pi SS. So, pwede ko nang isimplify by adding the cube root. So, D is equal to cube root. Lahat ng value nandyan. So, 16 times yung power natin. The power is 200 and 280 yung kanyang N. 200. Okay? Nakalimutan ko unit. 200 kilowatts times 9549123. Okay? Newton, millimeter, RPM, every kilowatts. Divide by N is 280 RPM. Then pi, SS natin is 45 Newton every millimeter squared. Cancel same units. Kilowatt, kilowatt, RPM, RPM. Okay? Tapos Newton, Newton. Magiging 3 yung millimeter. So, cube na yan. Then, cube root of the following will become 16 times 200 times 9549123. Okay? 280 pi times 45. The answer is 91.734 mm. Is it close enough to the value? Yes. Okay? Akala natin doon tayo sa maikli na part. Sometimes, sa board exam, parehas may sagot yun. Okay? Para saan ba dinidesign yung shaft? You are designing your shaft in order for it, number one, to withstand yung torque application, which will yield yung ano? Yung angular deflection. And number 2, you are designing the machine member because it can withstand yung ano? The stress. Okay? Hindi parating empirical. You have to check it. So, next problem. Number 15. A motor is used to drive a centrifugal pump. Meron kang given na Q. O, fluid machinery. So, you have Q. Okay? At a head of 12 meters. O, binigyan ka ng head. O, may H ka agad dyan. And pump efficiency is 70%. So, ibig sabihin, if the pump is 70% efficient, yung motor power mo is 70% lang yung dinideliver niya sa pump. Okay? Tama ba? Kung nag-produce ako ng 100 kilowatts na power para paganahin yung pump, yung output ng pump is 70% na lang. Okay? Kasi may losses, meron kang friction losses, di ba? And running at 580 RPM, find the torsional stress of the shaft. If the shaft is 40 mm. Okay, lista natin. Very basic itong number 15. Okay, for number 15. Anong binigay sa'yo? Yung power, motor power is equal to gamma Q H divide by efficiency ng pump. Tama? On the shaft power, i-drawing natin para naintindihan ng ating mga engineer. Okay, this is your motor. Motor power. Tapos meron kang shaft dito. Okay, umiikot yung shafting mo. Okay? So, meron ka dyan motor power, umiikot yan, tapos dadalhin niya dito sa bomba. O, yan, bomba yan. Okay? Meron kang pump power na idadala. Okay? So, yung motor power na yun is actually the shaft power, which is T N divided by factor. Tama? Meron tayong gamma, meron tayong Q, meron tayong H, meron tayong EP. Wala tayong torque, meron tayong N. Yung factor, basic yan. Anong hinanap natin? Hinanap dyan is the torsional stress. So, ang torsional stress ko is 16T over pi d cube. Okay? Parang, naiisip nyo ba, naiisip ko, gusto kong isahin na lang yung calculation. So, let us see. Dito muna tayo magsimula. Pagtapatin natin yung dalawang motor power. Ang dalawa. So, gamma Q H divided by EP equal to T N divided by factor. Definitely, ito lang ang wala ko, yung torque. So, I have to reform the equation in terms of torque. Torque is equal to gamma Q and H times factor. Sir, ang bilis mo naman mag-solve. Lagi ka na nag-algebra. So, you should live like this. Okay? Kung hindi man kaya, maghimay-himay ka. Kaya lang, matagal pag hindi may-himay. Diba? Parang kumakain ng ano. Kumakain ka ng bangus, hinihimay-himay mo muna bago mo kainin. Kumakain ka ng hipo, hihimay-himay mo muna. Matagal yun. Okay? Busog na yun nasa paligid mo, ikaw, naghihimay ka pa rin. So, what will happen is, ganito yung magandang recommendation ko sa inyo para tumalas yung memory nyo sa pag-solve. So, gamma QH yung nasa ibaba, pump efficiency times N. Okay? Nakakuha na ako sa torque. Yan, kailangan ko yung SS. Shearing stress of the shaft. Ayun, pasok ko dun yung torque. So, this will become SS is equal to 16 times gamma times Q times H times factor divide by pi d cube EP times N. O, di nakakuha ko isang pasok ng value. Isang cancellation. So, let us try. S is 16. Ano yung gamma ng water? Water ang pinapump niya, di ba? So, Centrifugal pump discharges water. Ayan ha. 3,200 kilograms per liter. So, gamma ko is 9.81 kilonewton every cubic meter times 3,200 liters per minute. Kailangan ko dyan, sir, meter cube. O, di 1,000 liter. 1 meter cube every 1,000 liters. Times, yung minute, kailangan naka-seconds. I want it in seconds. So, 1 minute divide by 60 seconds. O, tapos na ako sa conversion doon. Yung isa, next. 12 meters, 580 RPM. So, Q is, okay na, 12 meters. Times factor, 9, 5, 4, 9, 1, 2, 3, Newton, millimeter, RPM, every kilojoule, every second. Kilowatts yun, di ba? Divide by pi times diameter of the shaft. Diameter of the shaft is 40 mm. Okay? 40 mm. Cube. Efficiency of the pump, 0.7 or 70. Tapos 580 RPMs. Ang kailangan ko is Newton every millimeter squared. So, i-cancel ko nga yung 1 millimeter dito. Okay? Naging 2 na lang to. Kaya yung RPM, kinancel ko na. Liters, liters, minutes, minutes. Yung seconds, na-cancel na. May meter cube pa dito eh. Meter cube, meter cube. Meter, kilonewton meter is kilojoule. Okay? Ano natira? That is Newton every millimeter naka-squared. So, MPa na kagad siya. Okay? Naka-MPa na kagad. So, isang pindutan sa calculator, 16 times 3,200. Lahat ng sa taas ha. Lahat na nasa baba, sa baba. Yun natin. Times 12, para hindi ka nalilito. Times 9, 5, 4, 9, 1, 2, 3. Lahat na nasa baba. Tingnan nyo. Si 1,000, si 60. 1,000 times 60 may pi times 40 naka-cube times 0.7 times 580. Very basic. Ano yung stress na shaft? 11.75 MPa. Basic. Okay? So, SS is equal to 11.751 MPa. Check. Basic yan. Okay?